Hello, it's the normal playing guy, and hey, this spicy sausage is coming out. This delicious crumpet is out, and it's worth just probably giving it a once over. I think. Okay, let's have a look. So yeah, the producer's letter came out, and this is the guy that's highlighting it, and so this is the unit that's coming out. So we're here to give him a check, see if it's worth doing on a normal side of things. Let's see how things go. But yes, anyway, so mastered ultra instinct dude. He's the sign, and then he's here, so that's nice. So it seems pretty early, considering we've just had the LREZA for this guy, who is absolutely insane. He has near infinite dodge, and he is just insanely powerful where dodge is permitted. It'll be the same with this guy. So, how do they stand up side by side? Because really, that's his only competition. So, okay. We have then Universal Survival Saga, Realm of Gods, and Entrusted Will 170 with the additional 30% for Rep 7, Accelerated Battle, and Powerful Comeback. A lot of good ones here. Entrusted Will with Accelerated Battle and Powerful Comeback's nice. Universal Survival Saga with Rep 7, Realm of Gods with Accelerated Battle. It works really well. You got your 200% quite easily. So, in this particular form, with transform units, they are a bit terrible. It's only until they transform do they become really good. How well they are here and how quick it takes to transform is going to be make or break. So, in this particular case, looks like they stack attack and greatly raise defense for the turn on their 12 key and give you a little bit of attack, which is nice. Their 18 key greatly stacks attack. You get a little bit of defense for the turn, and you get defense for the turn. So the 18 key is definitely where you want to go because you want to give everyone that defense. That's really nice. That is a huge buff. So, let's have a look then. We have an entrance animation. Okay, cool. So you get 4 key, 77% for 7 turns. Okay? An additional 77% for 4 turns as well when there's another TOP ally on the team when you arrive. So fair enough. So you end up actually with like 154% on top of whatever you're going to be getting, because the chances of you rocking a Universal Survival Saga ally on the team is highly high, because he will be by far and away his best partner and not a terrible one. So you're going to have 4 key 154% for the four turns, right? For a few turns afterwards, you'll lose a bit of that. Otherwise, we have 7 key 200% to stats. Wow, what are we talking? 55% has 11,000 defense, nearly 18,000 attack. And then this particular guy's got 11,000 defense. It's basically the same. In fact, this guy might be slightly better. Okay. 70% chance of critting, 70% to dodge. Okay. Reduces damage received by 15%. Okay. An additional 35% damage reduction before getting an attack. So your first damage will be 50%. So it's 50% until you get hit, then it's 15. Guards all attacks after receiving an attack. Okay, so if you do get hit, you have 50% damage reduction prior. You get hit, you lose 35% damage reduction, but you gain guard. Fair trade. Okay, guaranteed additional super attack after dodging. Okay, for which you go for your 18 key and then you still get the attack, which is nice. Okay, fair enough. Another additional normal 70% chance to do an additional super attack as the second or third attacker. You do have 50% prior to attacking, and you do have 70% chance to dodge. So that's fine. There's no HP threshold. Yeah. I like it. I still think the other guy's better, because if we're talking turn 1, this guy guarantees the dodge for turn 1, but after it, well, and not only that, he has 77% chance to dodge. So you're saying to me, oh, but 7%, what's that? It's like a unit that has 7% crit. Well, no. This high, at this particular point, the difference between 70 and 77 is a world. It's the point where that 7%, it's honestly treated like it's an additional 10%, to the point where it's very much like 80. There's a difference between 1 in 4, well, I suppose, 1 in 4 will hit you, to 1 in 5 that will hit you, basically. There is a world of difference. And then not only does he have 77%, he dodges 1, that goes up to 84. And then he goes to 91 with another dodge. Every dodge gives him 7%. He is by far better defensively. He has stats that build up with each attack evaded, and they're no small joke. But this guy, it's odd that you try and make him a tank, because he has guard and damage reduction. It's not bad. 50% damage reduction, get hit, end up with 15, but with guard. It's a good trade, but that would mean you still get clapped. Absolutely. I'd imagine then that his transform state is going to be really good. I mean, people are raving about this guy. I can only imagine it's in the transform state, because this is not fantastic. It's good, and something that's prior to transforming is good. And if this was a Dokkenfest exclusive, like a non-LR, it'd be good, but it's not great. Okay, so you do transform into Ultra Instinct properly, and have a domain, raises superclass allies ki by 4. Well, actually, that might be the first time we've seen that. Raise allies ki by 4 for several turns. 5th entry turn, so 5th rotation from this guy's start of turn. So if he came out in slot 7, you're going to be waiting till, well, a while. You'll be waiting a while to transform. Over in a flash, prepare for battle, godly power, Kamehameha, tournament of power, fierce battle, legendary power. It's the same, isn't it? Shocking speed, prepare for battle, godly power. What are we missing? Over in a flash. He has over in a flash, and he has shocking speed, prepare for battle. So shocking speed is about the only thing that's different. Other than that, I expect all of these to be the same. What in particular are we looking at? Battle of Fate, Entrusted Will, Accelerated Battle, Superheroes, Earthbred, Turtle School could be a fantastic one now. Realm of Gods, really nice buff. Rep 7, really nice buff. Miraculous Awakening, really nice buff, because they share. To be fair, even the LRSTR UI Goku sign is still actually really, really good with his EZA, only a month old. That's also really good, don't get me wrong. So either one of those 3 could be good, but he would be the better. So yes. Okay, so let's see how good he really is when he transforms. So let's have a look. Super attack appears to greatly raise attack and defense. Disables enemy's guard. Fine. 18 key attack and defense. Allies stats by 59% for 1 turn. Oh, that's a lot. That's like, do you know that AGL kid Gohan? That's his support buff. Oof, that is nice. 300% start of turn. Oh, wow. Okay, here we go. Key 7, 59% attack. Okay. Just a little extra attack. Evades enemy attacks, and all allies chance of evading attacks plus 10% for 1 turn. He gives everyone the ability to dodge. So he gives everyone 10 dodge for the first turn. Evades enemy attacks, and all allies. Right, so he's guaranteed to dodge for the first turn from appearing, and gives everyone 10 dodge. It basically means you have a chance. Otherwise, 3 key up to 12. Okay. Chance to crit and chance to dodge 20% up to 77 with each attack performed. So that rivals the LR AGL. Okay. So with each attack performed, you get 3 key, crit, and dodge of 20%. So you need 4. Counters upon every evading attack. Upon evading every attack. That'd be nice. So he's a counter unit. Interesting. Reduce damage received by 20% flat out. An additional damage reduction of 40% before you get hit. You lose. Okay. You lose the 40% when you're hit. You gain guard. Okay. An additional 91% attack. And a chance to crit and a chance to dodge plus 20% is 50% or less from the turn. Additional super in key is 24. He's shit. He's flat out just shit. I don't get it. This is nice. Like all of this. But you gotta be... This. Everyone's raving about this unit, and they've made this unit a counter. They've tried to make him a tank, and they've tried to make him a dodging unit. And AGLLR, Easy A, Goku, UI is better. Period. Let's break this down. 77% to dodge flat out. This guy, he gets 20%. He gets guaranteed for the first turn. But he only has... But it's per attack. I don't get this. Each attack performed, he builds up dodge to 77%. So he starts off with nothing? Am I missing something? Wow. So that first... What? There's no... Is there any additionals built in? Wow, there isn't. The only additional is when key is 24. But, I mean, you do get 7 key, plus you start in 6. So there's your auto super. But even with links, I don't get this. Like, this guy, 77% flat out, period, right? He has a... Right, 77% chance to dodge. And an additional 7% with each one evaded. Whilst he's evading, he's getting key and 2 key and 30% stats. And he's guaranteed dodge straight off the bat, and he revives. And he doesn't lose any dodge when he revives. In fact, he gets stronger. But this guy, you got plenty of attack. And I'm sure it's on par with the other with the AGL. Guaranteed dodge, but then you start with no dodge and you work your way up. I don't get this. This is terrible. But you only end up with 77%. So that's fine. 77% is nice. That is the amount. You would have... The only additional is when key is 24. Now it's every attack performed. So even normals would do it. But there's no additionals built in. Because his entry turn gives everyone else this. He has 60% damage reduction. If you get hit, you only have 20%, but you have guard. Fair enough. But like, there's no instead of the 91, well, we could have just slapped an additional in. Hell, even one additional would have been good. Because this is a terrible unit in design. The domain, superclass, and allies and enemies get 15%. Okay, pretty nice. Nullifies guaranteed hit effects. Oh. And evasion disabling effects. Oh. And an additional 15% attack for those who belong to the realm of gods. Oh, he is the only... Right, okay, so you can use this in those difficult contents. He's good because he's the only one. Whereas UI Goku is better in every other aspect of the game. Every single aspect, AGLLR is far and away better. The fact that this guy on his domain for however many turns it is, I don't know how many turns it is. I think it's just the one turn. For the one turn. Right. Because usually the domain lasts for X amount of turns. However, all I know is, however how long the domain is on, Red Zone Broly, not a problem. The magnificent battle against Kaioken Blue Goku, not a problem. He will dodge those guarantees to hit you completely. He is going to be very, very clutch because he can do that. But here's the problem. This is extremely nice. Like guaranteed dodge even when there's no dodge allowed. But he has no dodge. It builds up with every attack performed. In your first attack, in your first roll of this transformation, you have to get 4 attacks, and the only additional is when Ki is 24. What am I missing? At this point in time, it seems Shocking Speed is the one that changes from over in a flash, and then he is a true 7 for 7 key link. I think this is a very disappointing unit. Oh god. I can't fathom. Like, I read it and I think you've tried to become several things, and then I read this and I just see everything that's designed to dodge, and it's amazing. And just because you can't use this in less than a handful of events because of the guaranteed hits, like for example the Kaioken Blue Goku and the Red Zone Broly in particular, they have guaranteed hits and cancel dodging. Just because of that doesn't mean that they're terrible. Oh no, you can't use it in some of the hardest content in the game. But every other hardest content in the game you can. Cellmax, absolutely brutal as a boss. Really stupid. The other Red Zone stages, not a problem. The fighting pride of the Wicked Bloodline saying things, not a problem. This is stupid. Like this good, this is stupid. Okay, well, how do you build him? Be additionals. Dodge. Give him full dodge. Right? You could give him a little bit additional, a little bit of dodge. Don't give him crit. I don't think he's going to be around long enough to give him crit. Right. Dodge and additionals. Heavy dodge and additionals. Give him the dodge. Literally give him pure dodge. Right? Because if you do, you might not need the additional so much. Yeah. You could go additionals because the guy's going to need it. So dodge and additionals absolutely would be key thing. Seriously, full dodge might just be the way to go because this unit absolutely needs it. Now that you've figured out how to build him, what's his banner? It will be the same. Now on this, I will say, personally, he's come out at a bad time. And personally, I think he'll always come out at a bad time. We are now at a global sync. And all these units that have come out in the 4 to 6 month period that we're not going to get is going to be smushed together on top of something. So we get the same thing as Japan, and then we also get this. Which means then you're never ever going to know when to summon on. And he's coming out now just before the worldwide download celebration, which is often one of the best units in the game, period, even though we've just had an anniversary. So, what are we talking about? The banner. Brilliant. Do you know where I see LRUI Goku? Prepare to get trolled. Look at this banner. Okay, I must admit, there are 3 LRs in there in the second row. The int, the AGL, and the physical. Truly fantastic. Their EZAs have become phenomenal. Absolutely crazy. One of my favourites is probably the LR Blue Boys. You flip that coin with get them 3 rainbows and flip the coin. Wow. they are just like they massively raise stats, then they greatly raise stats, and then they do it again and again. Can't get him super attacks, but yes. Like AGL Freezer. Really good for space traveling warriors. Yeah, good, but only at a rainbow level. LR Super Saiyan 4 Goku is terrible. They make him a slot one unit, but he's not. Kaioken Goku's really good. There's no doubt about it. He's very glass cannony, but he's extremely powerful. Nothing is shy of 7 digits, 8 digits. Gobros, yep, okay, they're pretty good. And Jiren's had his ECA, who's probably outclassed. So this banner is a hard skip, just full on skip. We have the worldwide download celebration. We have an anniversary in 6 months. Just truly skip. Seriously, people have been raving about this unit, and you don't need it. Don't need him. He's terrible. Anyway, that being said, uh, feel free to summon who the bloody hell you want. You've been waiting for this guy. You've been waiting for this guy. But yes. Anyway, enough ranting. I guess we'll just summon and wait and see. I always summoned for a copy, and that's about it. Okay. Anyway, thank you very much for watching. Hey, if you like this video, you're gonna pull UI Goku, and if you didn't, you're never gonna pull UI Goku. But hey, thanks for watching. I'll see you all next time. Thank you and bye bye.